Hi, dear Erin and um, Angela. I know that you are in one team, and I am going to send this video to you because I need to make some changes. I want you to understand and remember that this assignment, I've given you the notes from this one, how to write investigation, and it's in the video again and again and again. It is assessing the group, okay, work. So the step one, you have to complete collaboratively this one, deciding on the hypothesis, writing the proposal, and preparing the results. So all of these, they have to be the same, okay. So, and then these ones, introduction, discussion, and conclusions, can be different. I'm sending this video to you because you have to give me, both of you, a common proposal. So in here it is very clear you're required to complete the self and peer evaluation and collaboration skills. Okay, so all of these have to be common. You can make a common one by this and the other. So outline of the issue, what's the research question, explaining the research design, explain the assessment criteria, what kind of data were you going to collect, behavior counts, self-report, what are you going to do, and then how to intend to use the data. So the self-report, that it is ticking the questions, will be assessed by you because this ticking corresponds with a number, and the number is based on a Likert scale. So this is what I want you to understand. Okay, and then when you prepare the results, they have to be the same, and we have to have all these characteristics. I want you to remember, no raw data is required, and the table should not show the same information as the graph. So, with both of you, I have a little issue, and I think I'm going to fix it by making a common one. Okay. I want you to write here the stage 2, your name and your SACE number, both. So a combination again of these two. Why? Because I'm planning for both of you, no pressure girls, that you're going to give me an A or A+. That's the level of work you're producing at this stage. Therefore, they always request to assess the teacher and for the moderation process to see what A+ is. So they will request your work, Erin and Claire, Angela's, and they will see that you belong in the same team because they will see the same data. So they need to have the same proposal. You can change this and individualize it later. And I want you here to write something group investigation / assertiveness. So I'm making this document. It's nothing to do who is that. I'm going to make comments in both. So making this as the example, and I'm going to send this to you. And the video as well, so you can work there individually on the introduction, discussion, and everything. So I'm going to send this common video to you, this common suggested changes to you, and then individually I will send you comments on the remainder of your work, like from the introduction afterwards. Okay, so from here and afterwards for Erin, and from here and afterwards to Angela. So let's see how we're going to change this small video. So I'm writing here group investigation, two dots, assertiveness. Okay, so what's happening here? Proposal, correct. Before the research question, I need to put the subject, the outline of the issue. which is lovely. Okay, I'm going to make the words less, but I want you to remember in this guidance, look, outline the issue, what's your research question, okay, explaining the design, explaining the data collection method, what kind of design you will do, and explain how you're going to intend to analyze your data. These 5 things. Okay, so to minimize it again, I'm taking this from you. That was great. Something like this. You can use it for yourself, Erin. I know you searched and found it, probably not with Angela. The idea is this. Angela will say in her evaluation, Erin's contribution to the team was great because she found the research. And when I put it here, Control V, I would like Angela to sort this out to make it match with the word counts. So we are okay. Both of us do something. And then Erin will say that the collaboration of the team was great because I found the information, but Angela edited and wrote it and presented it. Okay, hypothesis. Somebody has here hypothesis, somebody research question, but this is the same. Okay, for this investigation, the hypothesis that the firstborn children are more assertive than their siblings. I don't care. Both of them are correct. I'll leave it as this. Now, explanation of the research design or type of investigation design. This is too small, Angela. Okay, and this is not observation actually. Okay, because, and that's mistake, because you have mixed classes of students responsible where subjective quantitative from 2 quantitative questionnaires in the form of Likert scale and I like it. I like it the whole lot. So you can change it. You have to decide how you do it. But I need a combination of both because here all of them have merit. I want to say that there is a assertiveness of the child dependent variable discussed. So something is missing from here which is there. And you cannot really have 2 different data. You have to agree on to this. You're not working individually. So, is it quantitative observational design? You collect data from 2 different questionnaires. Are you going to use it in your data? Yes, you use it. In your data, look at this. You say, you don't say experiment, do you? Okay. So you don't say experiment group. So you girls have to tell me what is the design you're going to use. You have to tell me that you're going to use quantitative observation design, so you will collect the data on these questionnaires in the Likert scale. So you will say that there was no manipulation group, or you don't discuss it. I need you to tell me something like this. Erin, here the mistake is that you make it look like you make your own example, but the design was there. Let's assume, let's do together what we are going to choose. I think we're going to discuss this. So because your research question is the firstborn children more assertive than their younger sisters, you decided to make a quantitative observational design. So you have to write here something like this. out of the raw data collected for this investigation, um, it will be used only the sample that is taken from one group that was not exposed to any information on assertiveness. And why you choose not to give any information on assertiveness, you have to decide that. You have to tell me the title of investigation, and you can put it in here if you want it. Yes? And then you make it. The decision was based on the common group agreement that the personal participants' characteristics should not be manipulated. So, an observational and quantitative observational design was opted. Okay, now we are right. Okay, so types of responses. The responses were collected from mixed classes. The responses were subjective, quantitative responses from two quantitative questionnaires in the form from two questionnaires in the form of multiple choice questions. Okay. One of the behavior questionnaire included questions concerning behavior assertiveness, and the other questionnaire referred to cognitive assertiveness. Okay. After responding to the questionnaires, the participants were asked to calculate a numerical score from Likert scale ratings, and hence assess a numerical score. Forget the Likert scale. Self-report. Don't have what the others say. For from ratings pre a page that had the ratings pre organized, and hence assess in quantitative mode their data. um, rating scale from a page that had the rating scale pre-organized. Okay, have the rating scale, don't mention the Likert scale. Assessing quantitative data. Furthermore, participants were given another sheet of paper, another questionnaire, um, where they requested to indicate, they asked to indicate the position of the family. Okay, now based on the data collected and this one, yes, and the theory, uh, theory studied. Okay, uh, it will be hypothesized. It will be hypothesized that firstborn great. Now that's it. Great. This is great for both of you. So, Erin, now you understand that we decided your data say that we cannot use this. This is wrong because you don't have here the experiment and control. If I can show you another sample, I don't have it to show you from other girls. There they had experiment and control and everything. So it would be much different. So let me show you quickly so you can understand. Let's say, forget the feedback, forget anything. I'll show you another kind of data. You see? Control experiment, control experiment. So really, they can say manipulating data. We cannot. So this way, I would like you to follow this as a common one. So to make it fair, you contributed to this. Angela has contributed to that. You have friends. The point for us is both of you to get into the uni with A+. Yes? Okay. So, first I will calculate the mean scores. No, will be. It firstly, the mean scores of each birth order assertiveness level will be calculated. Yes? Control C, delete, will be calculated. Yes? So you put it here. Control V will. Don't write I. It's not research project. It has to have the format of a academic. Okay, will be calculated. Followed by a simple tabulation of these values. Then the 6 mean scores will be column group. I'll open it so I can read it now and see if it's correct. Then the 6 mean scores will be presented in a column group, which column graph. Which clearly illustrate the assertiveness levels of the participants from a birth order position Father, the oldest. Okay. Illustrate the assertiveness levels of the participants. In it doesn't show the assertiveness levels. We have to make it show here. We say review ink comment. I'm writing here illustrate the mean scores. Okay, mean scores of assertiveness levels of the participants, and I want something else here. I want another ink comment there, which will say in both cognitive and behavior questionnaires. Yes, that's it. For each birth position, there will be a set of 2 mean scores which present the cognitive. Yes, so this way I'm deleting this, I think, because this way I'm saving the words. I have already mentioned that. It will be easy to distinguish the values of the two types. Okay, change again this one and write something to save some words. Okay, something like different colors will be used to differentiate the cog versus behavior assertiveness. Okay, for each child. Okay. And last but not least, here I want you to tell me, not this, I want here to tell me if the hypothesis is supported, what will you see? So I want you to write here, if hypothesis is supported, the graph will show firstborn or oldest child to be more assertive both behaviorally and cognitively. Okay, so that's the thing. We go with that. Now, I'm going to the other page. I'm highlighting this, I'm copying all of this. File, save as, because I want to put the common feedback. Okay, common feedback. Because girls, I need to make some changes onto the data as well. Okay, and then you will work from there. Right here, common feedback, Angela and Erin in alphabetical order. Okay, so I'm deleting the rest because I don't want to lose the comments here. Oh, I'm sorry I'm spending video time on this. Because I have a problem and I have to, let me explain that now before I go further. Angela, in your introduction, and I will delete that because it applies for both of you. In your introduction and in your analysis, you include as a result the tables. We don't because what I see here, and I will say, oh my God, what the children are saying. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 samples. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's really, you're talking about 16 people altogether. No. too limited. You're talking about 35, 2 classes. So it's limiting the sample. You're going to discuss this later, but what I really want to, it's this. So I want you to refer, both of you girls, to this part of the advice where it says raw data are not going to be used. It's not useful. Look at this, raw data not required. Don't include the table with the same information as the graph. So if you use this, and that takes out words of you and you don't need it. So it's there and there. They say exactly the same thing. Okay? Don't need it. So how are we going to change this? The best idea is to use this as a common table at the back as a index or as an appendix. I'll show you how to do that now because I'm going to delete this. So I'm working on this. The same with you, and I'll discuss it later. So I'm deleting from this introduction, and I'm going to delete the rest. I'm going to keep what I needed. That will be individual discussion later, Angela, and the other information I'm going to show you. So here you use this, and you can write it like this: appendix. Tabulated, raw, tabulated, extracted, raw data. Okay. One. You can have it like this: tabulated, extracted, raw data. And we're assertiveness questionnaire, cognitive, table 1. Data. And I can make the trick here for you. You don't lie, but you do not. Sorry, exit. I want to insert insert below. Okay. This. So you have it like this. Assertiveness scores, assertiveness mean scores. Okay. Sorry, I made a mistake. Design, delete. That's it. And type 2, participant assertiveness scores, mean assertiveness scores. Okay, so you do that. Okay, and tabulated, extracted, raw data. For you write it here. Cognitive. What's the first? Cognitive. Cognitive questionnaire. And you write here too. Control C, Control V, appendix 2 at the back. Okay. At the end. After the conclusion. Okay. Behavior questionnaire. Okay. Now that will be at the back in the results, so that will be another page. Control C, delete. So this is what really I want to see. The other one will be another page. exactly like this. Results first, the finger underneath, and next you write the introduction, you write everything, you finish all your writing, your discussion, your conclusion, and the next page, let me go to the next page, you go Control V appendix. Yes, at the end of the book. So you write here somewhere bibliography or readings, reference list, okay? And one part in your reference list is number one, raw data, and you can put there the table of the raw data, the Excel, for example. Yeah, the Excel, if you want to do it like this. Yes. Number two, this person you have read and you have used for information, what your reference list was Erin's work. This one. Okay. Control C. That will be your reference list. Control V. 3. Assertiveness. Um, Videos. Yes. Psychology.com assertiveness. You can find it there. Yes. Okay. So that's your reference list. Okay. And then at the end of this, you write appendices, appendix 1, tuck, appendix 2, tuck, tuck, and you're done. Okay, I'm not going to send this to you, I'm showing how to do it. Now, here, let's go and work on this. First things first, this is a column graph illustrates, you don't need a column graph, it illustrates the measurements of assertiveness score. So tell me what it tells you. Here, tell me what the column graph illustrates. The column graph illustrates what? What do you see from there? I don't want you to repeat that in here. Who is having higher assertiveness overall? If this is 31.83, this is 33. If this is 31.83, this is 37. So who is demonstrating higher overall assertiveness? Hello. So the column graph illustrates that the mean assertiveness score for whom? For the youngest child. Yes? In cognitive and behavior questionnaires are higher compared to both middle and eldest child. Compared to both middle and eldest child. Okay, great. Mean assertiveness scores, relationship between the title is not the relationship bit, it is mean scores of assertiveness. Cognitive and behavioral assertiveness mean scores of eldest, middle, and youngest child. That's what it is. You have to tell me what's in there completely. Okay. Now, I'm wondering if I can change the color. So if you hear them, I have to stop because somebody's calling. I have to respond to the call. Sorry, I continue now. So here, how we're going to change it. If this is, if you see the chart tools in the format, okay, if you open the format part, it has the shape fill. So here, the shape fill is this. And if you go more fill colors, you can have it higher, 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 and have in the same shade different colors. So I'll see if I can have this okay in here. I'm clicking here. I'm clicking here. Go to the shape fill color, and I'm going to go more fill colors and see if I can have that a little bit lighter. Okay, and if I go here again into the shape fill, I can make it even lighter from here. You see, and I can see that they're going, it is still the cognitive. And I can go the same here. If that's the color, here I can make the middle child a little bit. This program is killing me. More fill colors, I can make it a little bit lighter. Okay, and the youngest child even more light. And you keep the color pattern, but you make it different at the same time. Okay, and it makes it easier for you to describe these as patterns if you want to. So this is the common thing. I'm going to make it a video and send the link to all of you. Please make these changes. Don't leave it as cog and big, cognitive and behavior. And if you want to make it smaller, you can go to home and change that into something like 14. Okay, make it nice and neat. That's it. Hope it helped you girls. And I will send individual videos to all of you. It's great altogether, great job, great analysis, I've seen that. Just a little bit to go to the A+. I know I'm killing you, but thank you.